So recently, CBS Sports went and looked at the top free agents and kind of predicted where they thought they would go. And for this top cornerback, they predicted he predicted they would go to the Lions. Let's take a look at it. So CBS Sports, Cody Benjamin of CBS Sports has an early prediction of landing spots for 2024 free agents from teams that have been eliminated from the Super Bowl. He has the Lions getting number one cornerback Stephon Gilmore. Now, I would love to know your thoughts. Again, Craig and I read your comments. We may not respond to every single one, but I'd love to know your thoughts on this one. So, longtime cover man returned to Pro Bowl form in 2023, but with Diggs and Bland at Dallas, he could be available, and it could be like, hey, you're getting older, not going to bring you back. So let's take a look at kind of what this looks like and if it makes sense for the Lions. Because it says Detroit, meanwhile, has cash to spend and a sore need at the spot. So after being acquired from the Indianapolis Colts last offseason, Gilmore had 68 tackles, 2 interceptions, 13 pass breakups for the Cowboys, and PFF graded him 31 among eligible cornerbacks. So is this our bona fide number one? No. Is there bona fide number ones just hanging out there, like number one cornerbacks that you could just go grab? Not really. So you have to decide, do you want to spend free agency money on it? Do you want to draft somebody? Like, what do you want to do, right? So let's take a look at it. He's been well-traveled in recent years. Yes, Patriots, Panthers, Colts, and Cowboys in just the last couple of years. So we get that. We get that he's older. He's 33. Will be turning 34 next season. But he's still better than anyone the Lions have at cornerback right now. And if the price is right, this should be on the radar heading towards free agency. I think we have our number 2 and 3, like Cam Sutton and Vildor. Fine. That we need that number 1. And that's the problem, is where do you go get that number 1 shutdown corner? They're not available. Like, so it's hard. Everyone's like, we need a new corner. Yeah, I know we do. But who can you get that's really better than Cam Sutton? Is Gilmore going to be that? So yes, he's a former All-Pro, and he's made had a really good season, back to Pro Bowl status. But man, 34 years old. It's like, that's our best option in free agency. I don't like that. So then you kind of look at our corners and the situation that we have there. Let me scroll down to our current Cam Sutton, Vildor, and then that's it. I mean, because you got Chase Lucas, who was healthy but never gets on the field defensively, but plays a lot on special teams. Kind of weird. Gilmore, it's like he never played. So they have Brian Branch listed as the other corner. We know that's not true. He's our nickel corner. He plays a lot of. He's not the corner, right? It's Vildor and Cam Sutton. Cam Sutton is a number 2 corner, like a solid corner. But when he's chasing around our top guys, the other team's top guys, it's really not good. It's not what you want. So let's look at a mock draft here and see. This is from Tankathon. We've looked at this a little bit, but you got Kamari Lassiter, excuse me. You've got other corners at the end of this first round that could be available. Mitchell could fall. Dejeen, or I can't remember how you say his name. I think that's it. But just like solid corner out of Iowa. Kool-Aid McKinstry, let's go. Anybody from Iowa? Anyone from big SEC schools? I love it. I just always feel good about it. Doesn't always work out, but I just feel good about that rather than somebody out of Toledo. But hey, not knocking you, Mitchell. And actually, he's been in the top 10 in some mocks. So you just don't know what it's going to be, but there's going to be a corner here. And I just feel like this is the year that Brad Holmes just drafts for need, even though he says he doesn't do that. And I agree with him. And I think you don't do that, but we have a need at corner really bad. So I would love to see him do that. Again, we've looked at this. The Lions are ahead of the curve on the cap space. Cap space looks really good right now, but we know there's a lot of money that has to go out here over the next couple of years to our main players. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how Brad Holmes handles that when Penei Sewell and St. Brown are due for money at the same time. The best receiver at his age, right? Just kind of, if you take all the factors, like he is a top 2 receiver, top 3 receiver, and the top 1 or 2 tackles in the league. So you got to pay him, and you got your quarterback that's going to be due for some money as well. So it's all coming up. So that free agency money is great, but we'll see what happens. So it's a 1-year, $11 million projection for him right now. This is definitely in the Lions' wheelhouse and leaves the door open to add another cornerback or a longer-term answer in the draft. Absolutely. So yeah, the 1-year deal is a must because we know he's 33, 34. Brad Holmes likes to do that anyway, but I don't think this is great. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on Stephon Gilmore with whether you would do this or not. I don't think that I would. I was just like, no, I think we got to go. We draft them. We find some younger guys. We try to develop our defense. I've just made this argument so many times. Our defense is not bad. I know everyone gets mad at me. Sun's coming in. Ooh, hello, sun. Our defense is not bad. What it lacks is just some game changers. Hutch is there. Brian Branch is solid as ever. And then we need game changers. Jack Campbell, very solid. Always kind of in the right place. Maybe a little step behind here and there. Maybe misses a tackle, but just very solid. But, where are the game changers? That's what we need. And hopefully you've got these guys like Pascal, Broderick Martin can come out of nowhere. Aleem McNeil was headed there and then he got injured. So, I mean, he could have something. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on this one. I think the Lions defense is going to be the offense is loaded. The defense got to have some improvements in just those key areas that everybody's looking for too, by the way. So, right. Everybody wants corners. Everybody wants DNs. That's what, because it's a passing league. So you have to get to the quarterback and stop the wide receivers, right? Because, man, the Lions have proven they can stop the run. When you stop the run, you're in every game. And you saw that with the Lions. Yes, they were giving up, so many yards to Justin Jefferson and, CeeDee Lamb. They're going crazy. But you stop the run. And you look up and the opposing team scored 20 points. So the Lions are stopping the run. Now they need to stop the pass. Like, duh, right? Duh. But that's where it's at. But I'd rather be in this situation rather than the other one where it's like, man, you can stop the pass. We can't stop the run, because you would never know that you couldn't stop the pass because people would just keep running it if you can't stop the run. So let me know your thoughts, and we'll see all of you on the next.